Uh, Today we will see in detail the single qubit cat. In the last lectures, we discovered something fundamental, that is, unitary operators rotate the Bloch sphere. So every quantum operation moves a qubit like rotation in three-dimensional space. We have seen already. Now the natural question is, what are the quantum gate actually doing geometrically? In this lecture, we will see something powerful. That is, quantum gates are specific rotation on Bloch sphere. First, we will see the X gate. Uh, we know that qubit get psi can be written as alpha times get 0 plus beta times get 1. Let us start with simplest gate, that is X cat. We have seen already that X cat related to a Pauli is spin matrices sigma X, which is equal to 0, 1, 1, 0. When X act and get psi, what you will get sigma, that means X act and get psi is equal to sigma X act and get psi. So sigma X, you know, here 0, 1, 1, 0. So 0, 1, 1, 0. And get psi, we can write in terms of alpha beta coefficient as column matrix alpha beta. So if you multiply both, first 0, 1 alpha beta. So this alpha 0 into alpha will become 0, 1 into beta will become beta. Similarly, second row, first column, 1 into alpha, 0 into beta, 0. So this will interchange. That is, amplitude get interchanged. So the after X operation, that is when X act on get psi, you will get the beta. Alpha will become beta. Beta times get 0 and beta will become alpha. So this will be alpha times get 1. So it keeps the coefficient same but rotate by pi degree along x direction. There is a rotation or what we'll call it as swap. It is similar to NOT gate operation. So the quantum NOT gate is basically a swap operation. That is expansion coefficient or probability amplitude swap. So alpha will become beta, beta will become alpha. Now we will move on to jet cat. Jet operation is actually the Pauli spin matrix sigma jet, which is equal to 1 0 0 minus 1. So this is jet cat operation. So when jet act on get psi, what will happen is equivalent to sigma jet act on get psi. So sigma jet in the matrix form is 1 0 0 1 1 0 0 1, and get psi can be written as a column matrix alpha beta. So if you multiply this first row first column, then it will be only alpha because beta will become 0. Then you multiply the second row and this column, you will get minus beta. So you can see this can be written as jet. When jet act on get psi, you will get alpha times get 0 and beta times minus beta times. That is very important. Minus beta times get 1. So generally we will write get psi as alpha times get 0 and plus beta times get 1. So here you have negative sign. That is very important. So jet cat rotate the state around jet axis. That is important. So the probability does not change, only phase change. See, if you take probability, first for get 0, the probability is modulus alpha square. And for get 1, this is for get 0. And for get 1 minus beta square, modulus, of course. So there will not be any change in get 1, probability for get 1. So the probability do not change, only the phase changes. This negative sign indicate there is a change in phase. So this leaves get 0 unchanged and flip the sign of get 1. That is the importance of this Z-cat. We will see why get in future lecture. Now we are going to see one very important get, that is Hadamard Gate. That is, it is represented as H. H by definition is equal to 1 over square root 2 1 1 1 minus 1. So when H act on get psi, you will get 1 over square root 2. H matrix is 1 over square root 2 1 1 1 minus 1. And get psi can be written uh, as a column matrix alpha beta. So if you multiply this matrix, H matrix, you keep the coefficient as it is 1 over square root 2. If you multiply the first row and this column, you will get alpha plus beta. And second row and this column, that is, you will get alpha minus beta. So the first row here is 1 over square root 2 alpha plus beta, and second row 1 over square root 2 1 over square root 2 alpha minus beta. So this coefficient is 1 over square root 2 alpha plus beta. This is alpha plus beta. This will become alpha minus beta. We have seen that the first row of the matrix is 1 over square root 2 alpha plus beta, and the second row is 1 over square root 2 alpha minus beta. So using Dirac notation, we can write that what will happen when H matrix act on get psi, which is equal to 1 over square root 2 this one first row, that is coefficient of get 0 is 1 over square root 2 alpha plus beta, and plus the coefficient of get 1 is 1 over square root 2, that is equal probability. If you square it, you will get equal probability 1 over square root 2 alpha minus beta get 1. Here it's a very, very interesting phenomena is for get 0, the coefficient is additive. If you add alpha and beta, you will get the coefficient. That is, it is constructive interference. That is very important. This interference is a constructive one. And what about the next one? That is get 1. This is alpha minus beta. That is coefficient is subtractive one. That is this from this you can infer is a destructive interference. So in the wave pattern you can see this is the constructive. This will add up. This will be subtractive one. That is a destructive interference. So if there is a very narrow difference between alpha and beta, you can almost ignore this. You will get only this one. We are going to see it in detail. We are moving slowly and steadily about this subject. So we got the relation when H act on get psi, you will get 1 over square root 2 alpha plus beta times get 0 plus 1 over square root 2 alpha minus beta times get 1. Now we can rewrite the above equation. You can take alpha over square root 2. Here it is plus, here also alpha over square root 2, here also plus. So you will get 0 plus get 1. If you multiply this and this, you will get 0 plus get 1. Similarly, you combine beta term. Beta times 1 square root 2 here. Beta times square root 2, you will get 0. Here you have negative sign minus get 1. So, Hadamard is a bridge between measuring along z and measuring along x-axis. So, what will happen if you measure along x-axis? Beta times 0 plus alpha times, sorry, beta times get 0 plus alpha times get 1. You forgot about 1 over square root 2. After all, it is a scaling factor. So here you can see beta times 0, this parameter. You ignore 1 over square root 2. Beta times 0 plus alpha times 1. Alpha times this 1. Uh, this is for x-axis. Uh, what about z-axis? When matrix act on gets I, you will get alpha 0. See, remaining left out terms are alpha 0. And here beta minus 1. So, is actually this Hadamard matrices bridges between X matrix and Z matrix. So you think it is clear? I think it is clear for you. It is a combination of X cat and Z cat. Like a classical gate operation, you have combination. Here you might have noticed one important point. Here, unlike a classical pit, which is 0 or 1, here it is linear combination and probability. So quantum mechanics is basically probabilistic one, and also all it depends on linear combination. Probability as well as linear combination is basic properties of quantum mechanics. So we are not getting individual bit, we are getting linear combination of 0 and 1. That is very, very important point. Now we will summarize all the three cat. What about X cat? X cat, when you give a input as alpha get 0 plus beta get 1, this will swap 180-degree rotation. So this will become beta times 0 plus alpha times 1. And what about when it act on Z cat? Then it will be there is no change in the probability, but there is a change in phase. Here you will have minus, and this H cat. So you will have alpha times when alpha gets 0 plus beta get 1 act on this cat H cat, you will get alpha times get 0 plus get 1 divided by square root of 2 plus beta times get 0 minus get 1 over square root of 2. If you find this lecture very interesting, kindly subscribe. Don't forget to share my channel. Also, please join my channel for the growth of my channel. Thank you very much for watching my video and supporting me continuously. Thank you very much.